Good morning. It is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. Here we go.
It's time to have a cup of joe. You can sip it nice and slow. So grab your coffee cup.
Here it is.
Be sure to fill it up.
Yeah.
Let's take a coffee break. It's time, for goodness sake. Lordy, Lordy, it's coffee with Gordy.
And good morning to you. I'm Gordy Young. Welcome to the show. It's Coffee with Gordy and with Kathryn Lake. Here she comes.
Kathryn Lake, Kathryn Lake, Kathryn Lake. Sit back and relax. Take a nice long coffee break with Kathryn Lake.
Good morning, Kathryn.
Good morning. That's with a K.
It's with a K. That's right.
That's with a K. Yes.
You do have an official Bafo coffee cup, unless you...
I do, but I mislaid it. I don't. Oh, you know where it is? It's in the dishwasher. It's in the dishwasher.
Okay.
I let my neighbors, my neighbors from Chicago came up to visit, and I gave them an introduction to your coffee.
And what were the reviews of the coffee?
They called it Bafo. They called it Bafo.
Oh,
they used it.
Good.
They used it instead of as a noun as an adjective.
Right. Okay. Well, that's great.
Just saying. They liked it.
Hey, it's looking gorgeous where I am. Let's take a look outside here to the bird feeder. And, we've got a bird out there this morning.
Well, you got the good stuff out there. All sunflower seeds, right?
Yeah, whatever the bird feed seed people gave me.
Well,
not sure which kind. Well, it's for songbirds. I know that. So
here's the thing. Look at him. You've got yourself there with a head like that. Oh man,
yeah.
I wish I could tell you for sure. I wish I could tell you, but that is cool looking.
I thought there was a cardinal out there earlier, but
I bet
this is different. Yeah.
But this feed that you've got there looks like it's all the black seeds, all the sunflower seeds. And I learned just this past weekend that I've been giving out junk food. Don't get the stuff that says you'll get more wild birds because it has that millet and other little things in it. They don't like that stuff.
Really?
They send that out of the feeder to the ground for the squirrels.
The squirrels get into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dumping that stuff out on my deck now to bring up. Oh, I've got a story for you. To bring up chipmunks.
Okay.
Because I like chipmunks. I think they're cute. They remind me of my childhood. But the two cats got out again yesterday. I took a shower while they were out. My family was out to a movie. Yesterday was my ex-husband's Father's Day with our daughter. So he went out to a movie with her. So I went to take a little shower. It was late. It was like 9:00. I'm going to get in the shower. What the heck? Right. And I come back out. They come home right around 10. And the back door is open, wide open. And one of the cats is like on its way out and turns around and looks like, oh, we're not supposed to do this? That was Pumpkin, right? The other two, gone. There's just nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. I finally went to bed. We found the big guy, Jasper, but the little guy, Pixie, she was just not having it. I'm not coming in. I don't know where you think I am, but I am not there. And I went to bed and I got texts at midnight saying Pixie was finally in. Because, of course, I couldn't sleep. I'm like a mom. Kids are out too late, breaking curfew.
So what have you learned from the cats going out? And at least they're coming back on their own.
Yeah, I need a new screen door. It's too easy for them to, if we don't lock it and it doesn't lock easily, we need a new screen door because she just opened the door. She just opened the door and said, "Let's go."
Oh, wow.
Ready. I'm not talking to her today.
No, we have another bird at the bird feeder on the other side. But in the meantime, let's welcome in our news and weather AI generated entity, Luna Centofonte. Luna, good morning to you. Are you with us?
Good morning. I'm right here, ready to dive in with you both. Let's get into today's updates whenever you're ready.
Well, why don't you give us the Madison, Wisconsin forecast, Luna? It looks pretty nice out there this morning. Tell us all about it.
Start again. Yeah.
All right, here we go. In Madison, it's bright and sunny this morning. Expect a high around 78 degrees, light breeze, and clear skies. This evening, it'll cool down to the low 60s, staying calm and clear. A beautiful day ahead.
All right, great, Luna. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the bird cam for now. And
I don't know what that bird was on there. You get some big ones.
yeah,
I got wrens and house sparrows. That's it.
Well, and the bird feeder is not that big. It's like the smallest, cheapest bird feeder I could find, but it seems to do the job. I don't know. They're out there just about every morning. So let's go over some headlines for today. And Kathryn, you can pick out what we're going to talk about here first. Okay. In the news, Trump's overall job disapproval is at 66%. Only 30% of Americans say they approve of the way he is doing his job. This is a new low. Here's another news item. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson are both leaving the Republican Party at the same time. And that massive fire in Los Angeles has been going on for a week now.
I didn't know that. That was informing me. Yeah, that's really bad. And it's a food place. I didn't realize that.
It's a frozen food storage facility that is all very insulated, and that's one of the problems. They can't get in there. They haven't been able to actually go into the building because it's so insulated. I don't quite understand that, but this is a huge building, 500,000 square feet. Jeez. I mean, this is massive building, and it just keeps burning, and the smoke is blanketing LA now. Other news in the entertainment world, and I failed to mention this yesterday, but Clive Davis passed away at the age of 94. And, he launched the careers of Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin, Springsteen, Billy Joel. I mean, so many artists. Santana, Kelly Clarkson, Janis Joplin, list goes on and on. I know you're interested in this, Kathryn. Madonna has a new album coming out. You're a big Madonna fan, right?
No. No, but I do. I can hear her singing. I can feel her. I can remember her singing one of her early hits. One of the very first. I'm in junior high. I am on the back porch listening to this, and it's all my friends and I thought she was black. So we were for some reason, whatever the first hit was that I heard, and then I saw her for the first time, I'm like, oh, she's not black. I thought she was, which is the weirdest thing to admit. But I was in junior high. I was little. Yeah. Okay. We all were so confused.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's all the regular headlines. But this big news headline from the world of sports, NBA fans in Milwaukee, finally, this deal is done. Giannis Antetokounmpo and
say that again.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think I've got that pretty close.
Sounds like you do. It's a lot of syllables.
Anyway, he's going to the Miami Heat along with Bobby Portis. Though they're both traded and for 4 players and 5 draft picks. Huge.
Okay, so
huge trade.
They traded 2 guys for what, 6?
Actually 4 plus 5 draft picks, so 9 altogether. But those draft picks are like, in future years, like 2 years from now, 4 years from now, 6 years. Yeah, it goes.
Well, help me understand this. Help me understand this, because you understand. You do. You understand it better than I do. This doesn't surprise you. So they traded 2 guys for 9.
Yeah.
Because they're trading for the future.
Right.
But what happens this year, or is this year over?
Oh, they got plenty. Yeah, this year's over.
Okay, just checking on that.
Remember the New York Knicks? They won.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A celebration or 2.
I remember.
The celebrations went on for a week in New York City.
It's over. But I've heard that name, that multi-syllabic Giannis name, many times. Isn't he like the only thing making points? And why would you give away your present?
Well, this deal has actually been in the works for more than a year. I mean, they've been talking about Giannis. I mean, it's a crazy world of NBA sports. In fact, all sports. They put it out there. Oh, Giannis was going to be with the team forever. I mean, that's when he first got signed.
I
Oh,
thought he
my
said
goodness,
things like
forever.
that.
He did.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
things change, and the players get older, and sometimes
They
it's
get
time
tired
to
of
revive.
Milwaukee.
Well, the team, I mean, they were a great team, and then it started to go a little bit the other way. So every once in a while, yeah. So
okay, and they're not blaming his talent, because clearly,
No.
if he's worth 9 guys,
he's
then it's
he's
not that. It's the
fantastic.
chemistry. It's the chemistry in the team.
Yes. And the NBA over the years has done, I think, and I'm not a sports guy, but I think they've done a great job of having parity throughout the league. So, most of the teams are really, really good now.
Really? So they made an effort to do that.
Burn out after a while. I mean, it does get, so they have to refresh things. And so they're big trades every year. So,
but not like baseball, because they don't, it's different, right? I mean, they don't work for parity, because the Yankees, I mean, that's the story of Moneyball. Yankees just paid more. And who was it? Oakland, the A's couldn't compete. Look at me. I know everything today. I'm having waffle coffee.
Yeah.
I know everything.
Baseball's a whole different game altogether, but yes, you're right. But baseball is about the money. Well, NBA too. They all
about the money, but
fantastic. But
creating
Los Angeles Dodgers have spent more money than anybody, and the last number of years, I don't know how many, but the Dodgers,
and it shows.
Yeah.
So
you get what you pay for. Yeah.
Are you short on time? I don't mean to, drag this out, but I think it's interesting.
Okay.
Can we just no? I'm good.
We both don't know what we're talking about, but go ahead.
Right. No, you do. You know more than I do, and you distinguished between baseball and basketball. That helped me. I want to go back to another topic that you had. You went through them so quick. I want to go through approval rating. Okay, 30%. Is that the lowest ever for any president on record? Modern times.
In recent years, I think since Jimmy Carter. Yeah, I think
Jimmy Carter got 30s. I mean 30s, but did he get 30?
It was not good during the ironically,
the oil crisis.
The oil crisis and gas prices and Iran. The Ayatollah Khomeini and the Shah of Iran. And the capture of the Americans in the embassy, and that they were captured for 444 days. They were, in that embassy. Yeah, excuse me.
So at that era, you were just probably, sort of getting ready to deal with politics. You were maybe on the air and stuff. I mean, how old were you? I was a kid. I was still changing my own diapers.
Really? That's okay. I don't want to think about that. I take that picture out of my head.
Let's move on. Do you want to know a funny story from the oil crisis?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Please,
I'm young.
Sure.
Right? I'm very young. And I stay young because I'm the youngest in my family by 7 and 10 years. My brother and sister are 7 and 10 years older.
Okay.
So driving, and I'm not driving. I'm just a kid watching cartoons. When my brother comes home with the MG midget that he has been allowed to borrow from my dad in 1970, blah, 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 whatever it is.
Cool car.
Dad having a little bit of a, crisis. Took me to Vermont in that flipping car in the back seat, quote unquote, to see my brother play at school. Anyway, going back to that day, he comes home having borrowed the car, and Mom said, "Oh, why didn't you put it in the garage? Your dad would like to, be able to get up the driveway and just, I'll go put it in the garage." No. Don't do it now. It's an oil crisis, gas prices. Don't start the engine just to put it in the garage. This is her way of saving money. Okay. If she hadn't said anything, none of this would have happened. So he hops out to the car, and we are at the top of a hill, right? Here's our house. Here's our driveway. Just barely up there. A midget might be able to be on the top. No other car could actually rest up there. So he goes out because there's no garage door openers. He opens the garage door manually. reaches into the car
Yeah.
and releases the brake. He's
No,
going to push it in. He's going to push it in.
Sure.
No,
Why
don't worry
not?
about it. Don't worry
You're
about
at
it,
the top
Mom.
of the hill. It'll
I'm going
be
to push
fine.
it in. It won't have. I won't start the engine.
Save
I'm
gas.
a football player. Yeah. So he
Okay.
runs around behind the car, which has then, of course, started to slide.
Oh, no.
Started to roll backwards
Oh,
down the hill.
God.
He's behind it, getting pushed. Oh, did I mention it's winter? Did I mention it's slippery?
No.
So he's pushed down the driveway, and the car is getting
Sad.
momentum down over the street, over a snowbank, opposite house. He's still behind that car because it is not going into his neighbor's living room, which we know is a sunken thing and behind those glass windows.
Oh, God.
But a tree, thank goodness, stops Rick, who's on his knees by then, and the car takes his hip.
Oh,
hits him right in the hip. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Does he still walk with a limp?
Yeah, and he still played sports after that. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my God. And
I mean,
the parents were not happy about this.
Dad was not happy, but look at the length of time this story could live. This is a 40-year-old story. Come on, that's good.
Car okay? Much damage?
Oh, we got a dented. We dented car on his hip. Yeah.
Did he? Oh, no. They got it repaired, or they traded in for something?
Oh, they kept it. They kept it a little while because we had to drive me in the back seat, quote unquote, to see him play lacrosse in Vermont.
Anyway, wow, that's a fascinating story.
I know you're very busy thinking about formatics and time, and I'm wasting it.
No, we got plenty of time. I do want to mention a couple of stories here. Just Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, goodness.
And Tucker Carlson have both decided, and I don't think they coordinated this announcement.
I was going to say.
They're both, they're going away from the Republican Party. Marjorie Taylor Greene said on Monday she's finished supporting the Republican Party, which she branded as America's last party. And that's also what Tucker Carlson said. He said he's not supporting the Republican Party. There's no chance I would support them. He said, I'm not going to support the Democratic Party. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. This is interesting because there have never been more independents than there are now.
Right now.
The Republican Party basically is about 26% of the American voters. The Democratic Party has about 27% support, and independents now, the people claim like 47% of the U.S. is now independent. So this is really, I don't know what's going to happen in the next round of voting.
Well, growing up as a kid, I didn't hear a ton of Republican versus Democrat.
Really?
I knew it was a thing, but all my parents' friends and they were declared Republican. But my mother had the music. Yeah, I know. Oh. My mother was a musician and had all musician friends, and those who were in our group, the musicians, kind of tended toward Democrat, but they didn't get to talk about it. They had to bite their tongues because the majority was Republican. And I don't know if we could just hop back in time, but with this scenario, I'm not sure how many of them would have broken because it wasn't the president's. That's what I was thinking, is that they didn't talk about politics because they didn't talk about Republican versus Democrat. They talked about the person. And I'm going to have to say the truth, the man, because it was always men.
Yeah.
Except for Geraldine Ferrara, and that took forever to get to.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not surprised by those numbers, but I am interested in someone like Tucker Carlson, who's coming from media, right? What did he do before media? Was he like a...
Well, that's a good question. I think he actually started, and I could have this wrong. We'll have to, maybe we should ask Luna. I think he may have started at MSNBC and then went to CNN or something like that. Luna, can you track the career of Tucker Carlson? Where did he work in the world of media? This will be interesting. Tucker Carlson, can you give us a little background? Okay. I think Luna's gone to sleep. Okay, never mind. She's.
I could
she's out of
Google
the
it
loop.
real quick.
Oh,
But
you can't.
anyway, it's
Never
been the
mind. We'll talk
trajectory.
about. Yeah.
It's not
we'll
like
talk.
I have a whole lot of respect for him or his opinion. I got to tell you what he's done
No,
in my cognizant
it's
years. I'm not.
crazy.
Yeah, he's a little crazy. Let alone Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean, where do
Yeah.
we even go with that? I
Although,
bet she fears for her life.
well, possibly. I mean, really, all of this took a turn for her with the Epstein files because they were
Right.
all about release the Epstein files. Remember, because they thought a lot of Democrats would be in the files, and so when Republicans took charge, we're going to release those files. That was the deal. Even Trump was saying that. But then Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "Well, wait a minute. How come we're not releasing the files?" And that's what started her split from the Republicans. They still haven't released all the files.
No, and I got to assume that when anybody in office right now is saying, "Oh yeah, we got to release those files," they didn't mean it. They thought we don't have to. We're going to be able to just this thing.
Yeah.
And because more are in it than not, it seems to me more people in power right now are in those files in any way. And if their name came out of the lips of Jeffrey Epstein, they got a problem.
Well, now that Todd Blanche, Trump's personal lawyer, is head of the Department of Justice, good luck getting the rest of the Epstein files released. But every time they bring it up, geez, some other thing starts happening, right? Like a war in Iran, or
that.
Anything else huge starts happening. I just want to touch on Clive Davis one more time, because this guy was really, really influential in the world of music, especially in the 60s and 70s and 80s. I mentioned he died a couple of days ago, and at
90 something, right?
94. Just listen to this list of people that he was involved with Columbia Records, and then he started his own record company in his later years, Arista. But Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Kelly Clarkson, also Alicia Keys, Janis Joplin, Barry Manilow, Bruce Springsteen, Santana. I mean, the list goes
Barry?
on. And he wasn't a musician. He just had a really good ear and a way to know how to promote these bands. So I'm sorry.
That's really interesting. Well, I was just at Barry Manilow. You caught my ear. Not a musician. How do you get to that level? You have to know people, right? You have to know you're really good. You're my friend. You're really good, and I'm going to help you.
He started accountant at Columbia Records, and he went from the accounting department into public relations and marketing, and artist and management. And by the way, one of the big things that he did was, after Woodstock happened, he signed a lot of people from Woodstock. He was really
who were unknown.
Who were really, they had basically, just started their careers and made it to the big time pretty quickly. And he signed Santana. He signed a bunch of them.
So Santana was one of those that was not known before Woodstock?
Not much. I mean, they had played at the Fillmore West, I believe, maybe Fillmore East. Bill Graham. I mean, we're going way back now, so my memory's a little fuzzy. But they had been a lot of,
because it was the 60s.
It was the 60s. That's right. It was the 60s. Do you remember? Now here's a generational thing. Do you remember the band Sha Na Na? They were at Woodstock.
Yeah. They were.
They were. In fact, they got signed to go to Woodstock just a week before the festival. And the reason they got signed, they were completely unknown. They were a college band.
They're the 50s sound. Sha Na Na was the 50s.
They dressed like the 50s. They were the first kind of throwback band to the 50s, old rock and roll. They were playing all these old rock and roll songs, and they were a college band somewhere in New York. And Jimi Hendrix got to Woodstock about a week before the festival and saw them in a bar, and said to the organizers of Woodstock, "You got to get these guys on the bill. In fact, I'm not going to play Woodstock unless you get these guys on the bill, because they're completely weird, different, and really good." And they killed it. at the festival. They were just amazing.
Sha-na-na.
If you
Now-
ever watch the band or watch the film, it's
You'll
so
see
funny.
Sha-na-na. So
Oh, yeah.
it's hard to, kids today, you gotta remember, this is the era bringing forth
Yeah.
all the music that you're listening to now derived from, right?
Well, Woodstock was I mean, half a
No,
million
I mean,
people
all the
showed-
musicians of the 50s and 60s and the 70s are what
Oh,
the
yeah.
kids today are getting the benefit of, because they were fans of that music. The Nirvanas of today respected that's why they want to be rock and roll musicians. I mean, they're the formative, right?
Yeah.
So what Sha-na-na did was so early to harken back to a previous style generation. I find that interesting. That's like today they're playing 90s music like it's, cool.
Well,
but it was cool in the 90s too.
In the 90s, yeah. Well, Sha-na-na not only had they were funny. They were humorous, but they had a great band, and they dressed, in these shiny outfits. I mean, it was really
They were
something.
the Globetrotters.
They were a
of
novelty.
rock.
Yes, they were kind of a novelty band. But we can thank Jimi Hendrix for making his authority show, or what do I want to say? I mean, he was the one that said, "Hey, put these guys on because you won't believe it," and he was right.
That is funny. I've got to go watch the doc now. The documentary about Woodstock. Yeah.
Oh, you should watch the movie. Yeah, the whole movie is great. In fact, I saw the premiere of the film in New York City. I happened to be on a drama tour in New York City with a high school group between junior and senior year. Wait, was it senior year? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway,
That's right, because you were in upstate New York by then, or you were in Chicago area?
I was living in Wheaton, Illinois. But
In Wheaton by then.
yeah. But they had a high school drama trip that went to Broadway every year, and you saw like 6 or 7 shows in 3 or 4 days, and stayed in Times Square. Back then, in the early 70s, Times Square was not the place. It was pretty rough.
I remember Times Square when it was like that.
Yeah. Anyway, they took us to all these different plays, but then we had a chance to go see the brand new Woodstock movie, which came out about a year after Woodstock. So I'm sitting in the front row because that was all that was left by the time we got there. It was front row. This movie comes on. And there's a strange smell in the auditorium.
Oh, how odd.
People were passing joints in the movie theater.
In the movie theater.
Watching
Hilarious.
Woodstock. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was really something from what I remember.
So now my childhood is Jaws. Remembering the movie Jaws coming out and people puking in the theater.
What? You're kidding.
That was the story. Don't go see Jaws. It's so
because
gory and so new.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
so scary. People are puking in the aisles. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've gone on and on here, Kathryn. I'm afraid we're running out of time. So
okay.
As we trip through,
What am I going to do now?
Years, I don't know. What
you get me out of bed at the crack of my butt, and now I have to go find something to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What are you doing now that the kiddo is in school? Do you have things to do? Is the kid sleep in?
A little.
How late? 10, 11?
11.
Hey, what? She's 16 years old? That's okay.
Is there a math that I should be doing to calculate whether or not this is okay?
I don't know.
I didn't get to do this. I'm just going to say it. Kids these days, I did not get to sleep until 11 any day whatsoever.
Well, now you mentioned the other day, I think she's looking for summer work, right? I think
yes.
Maybe that's in the works. So,
well, yeah. She's
why not?
Looking.
Okay.
Looking in her eyelids.
Kathryn, you have a wonderful day. All right. Thanks for joining us. Oh, by the way, I want to mention one more time. I was talking to John Peterson yesterday. I'm on his show this week. He'll be back here on Friday morning live at 8 a.m. Central Time, if you're keeping track. I was on his show yesterday. I don't know when that airs because he records it a little bit in advance. But yeah, we had a good chat. And we're still up for that Madison Magazine
Best of
Madison Award for radio team. If you have a vote, you get one vote this round. The votes
For
are eligible
all the categories. Yeah.
through, yes, for each category, you have one vote, and you can do that sometime before the end of June, which, so you got about a week.
Bestofmadison.com, or go to Madison Magazine.
Sure.
Go to Madison Magazine.
MadisonMagazine.com, and you can follow the
You are
rules.
trying to get out of this.
Yeah. Thanks, Kathryn. You have a wonderful day. Okay. And we hope you at home have a wonderful day as well. If you like the show, you want to share it, like it and share it and follow it with your friends and neighbors. We appreciate it. And it's all brought to us by bafocoffee.com. Check out the website, maybe buy some coffee or buy yourself a mug. Why not? All right. Have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll talk to you bright and early tomorrow morning. So long for now. See ya. Bye-bye. BafoCoffee.com.
It's Buffalicious.